Hey everyone, what up? Luke here from What Tech Review. Here's a review of the Motorola Titanium on Sprint. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the Motorola Titanium on Sprint, and it came out on the 24th of July. And basically, this is an Android 2.1 device, so it is a little behind on software versions, but it's still a great little phone. And this is Sprint's first Android device on Nextel that's like more of a businessy phone, and it also has all those Nextel features such as Direct Connect, which is just like a walkie-talkie on a phone, which is pretty cool if you've ever seen one of those commercials. I feel like it's a really attractive device, and it's just really sleek and feels great in the hand, and it's a really nice device. And as you can see, it has a full QWERTY keyboard, and it has a 3.1-inch touchscreen display, which is really nice to have. And since it is a business phone from Sprint, it's also built for the military, like many of the Nextel devices. So it's a really strong phone too. So you can get dust in it, it can stand shock, vibrations, low pressure, solar radiation, different temperatures. So it's a really tough little device, and it gives you that business experience that you want, like corporate email and features like that built into this device. So overall, this is a great device if you're more of a business user. It's not really a device you might want to get if you're just a normal consumer, but it just depends on you. You could just want something like this, but it is more business oriented because of all the features it includes. Okay, just to go over some of the specifications, this device is running Android 2.1 Eclair, as I said before, and it's just a really nice operating system on this little businessy device. It also weighs in at around 5.2 ounces, with a 3.1-inch HVGA touchscreen, which is just really nice and feels really smooth. This device also has an 1820 milliamp lithium-ion battery, which gives you about 275 minutes of talk time. And I got about a full day use out of this phone, but when I was using it, it was pretty intense use, like I was using it a lot. So this should last you a while. It also has other features such as Wi-Fi, as you can see there, and Bluetooth, as well as GPS navigation built in, with Google's GPS navigation, as well as Sprint's. It also gives you a micro SD card slot, which is inside the phone, and this phone does come with a 2 gig micro SD card, but it supports up to 32 gigs. On the front of this device, as I said before, we have our touchscreen, and below we have a full QWERTY keyboard with an answer button, end button, and the normal Android buttons, the menu, home, and back. On the top of this device, we have our lock button to lock the screen, headphone jack, and speaker button. On the right side, we have our dedicated camera button, as well as our micro USB port. On the bottom, there's not really anything. And then on the side, we have our Direct Connect button, which is like that walkie-talkie feature, as I said, and our volume rocker. And then finally, on the back, we have a nice soft touch back with the Motorola logo, as well as a 5 megapixel camera with 4x zoom and an LED flash. So once again, the specifications on this phone are like many others on the market, so it doesn't stand out a ton on specifications, but what really makes it stand out are some of its features that it includes, especially its business ones as well as its Nextel features. But otherwise, its specifications are pretty generic for an Android phone. Okay, just to go over some of the features, this phone comes with many Nextel features such as their Direct Connect, Group Connect, International Direct Connect, Direct Send, Group Messaging, and Nextmail. So, like if we hit the Direct Connect button, it brings us to where we can directly connect to other people with Nextel devices with the same ability. And then if we go back home, we also have some Sprint features as well that you would expect from Sprint phones, such as Sprint Zone, Sprint Football Live, NASCAR, and other great Sprint features. We also have the Android market like any Android phone, so you can just go to the market and download over 200,000 apps. We also have a bunch of Google features built in, such as Market, as I said before, Gmail, Maps, anything that you would expect out of a good Android phone. This also has some more special business features, such as a corporate email program, as well as a corporate directory, which is like for all your corporate contacts from like a Microsoft Exchange account. But it also does support your personal email, such as a POP3 or IMAP address, which is great. So you can have your business email or your personal one on here. So it gives you the option to have both. So overall, this is a pretty great phone, but it's a very generic Android device. It does include features such as Nextel Direct Connect and other Nextel features, as well as business features such as corporate email and other things like that. But it is a generic phone, so if you're a consumer and not someone who needs all these business features or like that walkie-talkie feature, this might not be the phone for you, because you might want something that has a newer version of Android, or you might want a bigger touchscreen or something like that. So it is a great phone overall, but I don't know if this phone is for everyone. Okay, so once again, this is the Motorola Titanium on Sprint, and it's currently selling for $149.99 with a new 2-year agreement. If you ever have any suggestions for reviews or want to send us anything to review, please feel free to email us at wettechreview@gmail.com. And as always, rate, subscribe, and comment. Thanks, see you next time.